Oh, well, my name is Whitney Ancaret Hinojosa Marquez, and I am currently a junior. I was brought to the United States when I was 6 years old, and, well, it wasn't really my decision. I didn't have any role in this decision. My parents were the ones who were interested in coming here. My dad came here a year before us, so when I was 5, he was already here in Chicago, and he was like actively looking for a better job. And then a year later, my mom and I followed. Sorry. I guess what they were looking for was a higher standard of living. I guess they had been influenced by what everyone told them about this American dream that everybody makes more money. But what no one ever told us was how much more we would have to pay for all these bills and things that didn't even exist in Mexico. So yeah.
What difficulties did you face growing up in America?
Okay, so as a child, you are, I feel, able to adapt a little bit easier than say my parents who came here when they were already in their late 30s. So it took me about 2 years to learn English, and when I started off, I remember the only word I knew how to say was house in English, and now it's kind of funny to think about that. But anyways, it was hard at the beginning because I would get so homesick. I remember I cried a lot because I couldn't see my cousins anymore. I practically didn't have anyone. The only family we have here is my aunt, my 2 grandparents, and my cousin. And because of his, I don't want to say mental disability, okay, he's differently abled. So as a kid, I really didn't understand that, and I couldn't really play a lot with him. That was hard, and a lot of times, I guess it was hard to communicate with other students because I didn't know English. But overall, I guess with that innocence of a child, you don't really see how hard it was until now that you're able to reflect on it. And I have to say it was hard mainly because I missed my family and being excluded and communicating with other children. I guess that was the main struggle for me as a kid.
From an immigrant's point of view, what is your idea of the American dream?
I guess as an immigrant and having been, I guess, greatly humbled by all these experiences, the American dream becomes a little bit less than what typical Americans think of it. I guess the American dream for us is just being able to get by, not having to struggle every day to put food on the table, and not feeling like you're excluded, like you don't belong. For me personally, anyways.
What do you like about living in America?
Despite having come across a lot of difficulties, I really like living in America because overall, even though Chicago is like the murder capital of the world, it's really nothing compared to what my hometown has become now. I can say I feel a lot safer here, and also I've met so many great people. I guess that's what I like most, that even though there are people who don't accept you and that don't like to interact with you because of your background, there are people that I have met, and I can say that there's a lot of them that really don't care about that stuff and have become my friends. Yay. And I guess there are many opportunities here that there aren't in Mexico. Even though there are certain barriers for us immigrants to actually access those opportunities, but they're there.